Grand rising, grand evening, whatever time it is for you. So, for quite some time, we've been collectively echoing the same sentiment: a desire for change, real change, a system reset of sorts, lasting change. Well, a pattern that I've recognized and I've been actively observing is that many lack the awareness and the sovereignty to realize when that very desire and that request is being delivered and actively manifesting all around us. This is not by any fault of their own. When you've been conditioned and indoctrinated by a system that creates the very issues that they offer solutions for, that creates a very, very strong trauma bond rooted in codependency, scarcity, survival, desperation, and lack. For any of us who have ever been stuck within a cycle of functioning dysfunction in the form of an abusive relational dynamic, you know all too well how difficult it is to see the methods, the strategies, and the tactics that are being deployed to keep you trapped and bound in that type of dynamic. The breadcrumbing, future faking, betrayals, infiltration, triangulation, corruption, gaslighting, the way that your mind is affected and all things rooted in love and connection are corrupted. It makes it really difficult to even know which way's up, right? It makes it difficult for you to keep intact your identity and your livelihood. You don't realize when your identity and your livelihood have become enmeshed with your abuser. You start to think you can't survive without them. Your world shrinks as you shrink too, until it's swallowed you whole and you're left a shell of your former self, doing whatever you can in any way that you can to keep the peace, not rock the boat, and hope and trust that they'll provide and protect you from them, from their shadow, from the truth of your enslavement. That, my loves, is this current system. So that's a perfect mirror at a macro level of what many of us have experienced within the micro inner workings of our lives, our traumas, and these abusive relational dynamics. But as I've prophesied several years ago, and as I've mentioned in several videos over the past several months, change, true change, it doesn't happen within the confines of comfort. That's not how creation works. And you cannot rebuild or create in a space that is already being occupied by an illusion. From death comes rebirth. These old systems, these old solutions, riddled in covert contracts and following a template of greed, domination, control, and enslavement, they must be deconstructed and fall away before something rooted in truth, in community, in connection, and stability can be rebuilt. The slave system must collapse before anything can be built in its place. Deconstruction looks and feels like destruction because it is. It is ungrounding, but it's very necessary in order for change to take place. But I want to let you guys in on a little secret. There are beings ready and waiting who have been seated here and who have self-sustaining solutions that will be constructed in the very empty spaces left in the wake of each current system that is collapsing. Solutions that are based in sovereignty, community, self-governing, connection, and creation. Solutions that will not leave you ungrounded, desperate, or in lack because someone somewhere decides that you are undeserving of your basic human needs and necessities. You can find us if you look buried deep underneath algorithms that so desperately need for you to keep needing. They go through great lengths to ensure that anyone offering solutions that grant people with their sovereignty and their ability to self-sustain and create abundance outside of the trauma-bonded slave system are seldom seen, by hindering our reach and making it really difficult for you guys to come across our videos and the solutions that we offer. Those who offer self-governing solutions that would make the very systems being offered obsolete and unneeded. Those who know that only you govern you. And the way to freedom is forged outside of the toxic relationship and influence of this narcissistic, illusory system that we currently are in, and that is currently being deconstructed from the inside out. And as these systems collapse and the space is made, those who are seeking answers, freedom, and a way to create and sustain themselves and their families, they will be guided to us, so we can guide you back to you. And we can reconstruct a system rooted in abundance, free will, and where everyone leads their own experience without all of the abuse. Sorry, my baby woke up. And as for the other star seeds that I've talked to, I noticed there is another pattern of you don't know how to, offer solutions in a way that they can be received. But I just want you, every starseed I know has experienced a abusive relationship dynamic. So when you approach anything and when you offer things, I want you to think about what that abusive dynamic was like for you and how you would have wanted someone to help guide you out of that and offer you solutions while you were in those karmic cycles inside of those abusive dynamics. Offer what you would have needed when you were stuck in the confines of a abusive and toxic relationship, because that's what this current system and governing system is. The citizens of this country are in an abusive relationship dynamic with this country. Anyways, I'm sending y'all so much love to the universe and beyond. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.